Hey, I think I'm gonna make this video a bit different from the ones I made in the past, where I felt like I had more of a, like some topic that that was more like philosophical, maybe, some point that I wanted to make, that I think that it's not really talked about by other people, or by, I don't really hear discussions about them. And so I think, I feel like what I want to make this time is more unresolved, I guess. Like, it feels like I'm kind of going through it right now, or I don't really have a resolution that I can present here. It's just a lot of things. I think, in a way, it's me. Like, it's kind of my mood right now. It's kind of my own psychology, I guess. Like, that I feel this way, but it's as if, I don't know. I just think about the world, and the concept of the world, or what the world means to me, or who I am in this world, is just it feels very demoralizing. Like, it's as if, I don't know, I'm already disappointed, or I'm already pissed off at everything, if that makes sense. Just this hopelessness that there's nothing out there, kind of or that either what I need is not available, or it's or I'm not good enough to, or I don't have what it takes to secure them or maintain them, or something. And I wish I was smart enough to have something meaningful to say, be able to analyze everything in a more deeper way, because I was just, I don't know, sometimes I don't even listening to myself talk, because it's I feel like I'm so ordinary. um I'm just nothing I say is really valuable or something, or impressive or anything. In this particular case, other times, I'm okay, because I think, if I know that what I'm saying is already if I already know that I value what I'm saying, or I feel like I have a message that's meaningful, then it doesn't really like I already feel good about it, kind of thing. And it's not just about feeling good. It's almost a sense of I'm not a part of the rot, the rot that's out there in this world. I think, I don't know, maybe it's just maybe it like depends on the mood or the person or something, but I think people can kind of understand in general, like when I say like the rot of this world, like, you know, even like privileged people, like probably, I mean, the very concept of like privilege, I think it's like kind of reflects that of like, in a sense of, where I should say like the very way that like, you know, privilege might kind of change or like be included in this discussion. This kind of general topic is like, yeah, like this like I guess I can kind of imagine like underprivileged people are like, you know, they're obviously like they don't have access to what they need, and like, you know, it's a problem. Like I almost feel like the way people imagine, or the way I imagine people imagine like privilege is like kind of narrow, because like when I think of underprivileged, I think of like, you know, maybe working class kind of like, but I still imagine like someone who's like young, I guess like adult and able-bodied, like, and like that's still relatively okay. Like it kind of feels ironic to like use that image as like to represent underprivileged, because like, I mean, it's still like relevant, right? Like I mean, I don't know, it's like when I say relevant, it's like anyway, it's still like, you know, somebody like that, it's still like I would still think of them as having a voice. Like they would probably be the ones like, I don't know, like to speak for the underprivileged, if that makes, or like, I don't know, to kind of like assert their opinions in certain discussions. Like, but I'm not really thinking about like super elderly, like, I don't know, or like just homeless people, or like, you know, disabled people. Like, they don't really come to mind. Anyway, yeah, like, I'm sorry, like, yeah, like when I talk about privilege, like, I mean, when I think about like, you know, yeah, like privilege and this, like, I went on a tangent. I can't really remember what was said before that, but I'm gonna try to like trace back, yeah, like the word privilege and this, the way it's sometimes used, it feels like, you know, somebody is privileged, so they, yeah, they're complaining about nothing, I guess. Like, and it's like, yeah, like, yeah, like somebody like me, like privileged, like, I mean, I'm not like super privileged in the sense that like I'm a, you know, a super powerful or wealthy. It's just like, you know, my parents are middle class, and like, you know, I'm, you know, I don't have a ton of like, you know, like, I should say like marginalized traits, I guess. Like I have some, but I'm not like, you know, like I'm not super marginalized, like, you know, you get me. But like, yeah, like, sorry, I imagine like somebody privileged saying like, you know, reflecting like I did, like, you know, about the rot of the world, like, I would, I mean, I think it's like, yeah, like everyone understands this, like, like everyone can kind of think about the world and just understand why, like, what about it is it's so like alienating, like this sense of like almost like this depression, I guess, like this hopelessness, this like sense of like everything sucks and like and like you know like I already know that I'm gonna be rejected or something like that, and I don't even want to try because there's nothing good out there, kind of thing, and or I'm just not interested and it all feels meaningless, and like I have this like other it's just this like kind of this sense in my head of like what I consider meaningful. It's like not available at all somehow. Like it makes no sense, right? If I can imagine it, it must be like real, but then it seems just unavailable. Like I don't know, I just don't really see like it's like it's always there in my head, so it can't just like you know be nothing. Like it makes no sense because like I'm still like a product of the environment that like I've always been in. Like how can I imagine something that's like never existed, like or can't exist? Like anyway, yeah, no, I just like I hate what happens sometimes. Like it's like go on the internet and like I see all these like you know I went on this like YouTube video. Like I went in the comment sections under this like video about like um this guy, I guess he's called like clavicular, like and yeah, like him getting slapped by a woman like in the club or something, and like the comments were kind of they just like I don't like them. Just they really get under my skin in like this way of like seems like just very misogynistic to me, and it it just bugs me because like it really gets under my skin, and like I almost feel like I'm complicit in like the whole thing because I clicked on the video and like I read the comments and like in a sense like because it bothers me, it's like I don't know, it seems like the very fact that like it can affect me is like somehow proof that like I'm not better than them or something. I don't know, but I think I just really don't want to be like part of this like ecosystem kind of like I don't even want to call it an ecosystem because like ecosystem sounds like functional. It's like it implies that like there's a functional like I guess system and everything's thriving, or I don't know, like there's still like suffering in the ecosystems like predators and prey, but like there's still a lot of death in like ecosystems, so maybe I shouldn't say that, like maybe. And anyway, like yeah, I just like don't want to be part of this ecosystem. It's like this world doesn't want me to be okay. It's like there's this like sadistic kind of core, like almost like in a sense. It's just like, I don't know, it just bothers me how like simultaneously I have this internal voice that's like, it's just constantly like as if it's like it's an adult who like thinks they're always right and like always judging, and in the sense that like I have a choice. I have a choice to like be good and like be perfect and like be just, it's like they this implied sense, this like implication that like I know how I'm supposed to behave, and like, but, and that's how I kind of think of the world, as in, I mean, instinctually it's kind of instinctively that's kind of how I feel the world is like. It's as if the world was already ideal and I'm the problem, and like I know how yeah, it's just like this mix of like moral judgment and like and incompetence almost, because in order for me to be okay, I think I can't really work on the world's terms, or like the terms that has been presented to me, I guess, as far as I've internalized them or understood them. And I can't work on the world's terms, so I try to set something that's more friendly to me, more, that just helps me to be at peace a bit more, I guess. And even if it's just in terms of like functioning, like the world like doesn't give you what it takes to function, really. Like they say like self-discipline and like all that stuff, but no, I can't work with that. And even now, just saying that shit, like I get this feeling that like it's my problem, that like I'm so fucking lazy, and like I'm not making any sense, and I'm too stupid to like make my point, and I know I'm right. I know I'm not wrong. I know I haven't. It's like this. The world is like mocking me, kind of. Just laughing at me because, I mean, that's the thing. Like, as soon as I do better, like as soon as things actually go ideally, then I feel like it's just so superfluous, because, or like so gratuitous, because like the way the world is, it's as if like if you didn't like you can't have what's good unless you like are suffering in some way. Like, I don't know, it's like this whole like no handouts thing. Like, if you're doing good and there's no like justification for it, then there's this sense of like it doesn't seem to make sense. And I don't know, like I can't explain it. Like, it's like just something is wrong. Like, I hate having this constant thing in my head. It's either this guy or my mom or my dad or like my brother or my old teacher or just like, I don't know, an old friend or somebody, like always saying something that seems to I'm just like the same person again. Just like, I don't know, like just